The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. So happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the wonderful city of Pittsfield. We have a great, lively show today. Some music, some upcoming live music, and we have some examples of the music with Glori Wilder in the studio with us. Before we get to talking to Glori, we're going to talk a little bit about Third Thursday. We had the first Third Thursday on whatever the heck date that was, May 19th. It was the third Thursday of the month, May 19th.
It was a Thursday.
It was a Thursday, and it was, in fact, the third Thursday of the month. First event after a 2-year hiatus at a new location in the Common with rain on and off all day long.
Oh.
Woo! It was amazing, though. It was amazing. Amazing. People showed up. Vendors showed up. Crowd showed up. The performers showed up. And it stopped raining just about 5 o'clock and didn't rain again the rest of the evening.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it was beautiful. So thank you, Pittsfield, for coming out after a 2-year hiatus to support Third Thursday. It is just a signature community event. We have some new vendors, some old vendors, some favorites. And the atmosphere was just amazing. It's at the Common, the most beautiful green space in Pittsfield, right in downtown Pittsfield. The performers were on the stage where they should be, covered and just beautiful. So thank you, Pittsfield, for coming out for the first Third Thursday after a 2-year hiatus. The next one is Thursday, June 16th, and we have Whiskey Treaty Roadshow performing. Ooh. Some local favorites, Tori Hanna, Billy Keene, Chris Miranda, and more. Love Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, and Chris Post and Wandering Star are doing a beer garden for the June event, and we have the favorite food trucks and vendors and more. So stay tuned for more on that as it approaches, which it quickly approaches. The third Thursday of the month, we can't really get away from it because it comes every third Thursday of the month. So June 16th, save the date for the next one. We are so happy to have Glori Wilder in the studio with us this morning to talk about some upcoming live music. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. And Bev is operating the board, and Glori's mom is also here, Gina, which we appreciate all the moms in the world for raising our children. You know, we can say that. As a mom, I say, go moms, superheroes. So thank you, Gina, for raising Glori to what she is.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. So Glori has some upcoming events. The first one is May 27th at Flatburger. Tell us about that.
So it's really exciting. It's me doing a bunch of original songs with some amazing local Berkshire musicians. And we will be playing around 9 o'clock. We have an opening act of some other local musicians. Ooh. And yeah, it's going to be a couple-hour show. It's my first time there, so I'm very excited to just get to know the venue and the people. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of like lively but emotional songs. Ooh, so good. You can choose how you want to feel, if you want to dance or if you want to cry a little bit.
I love it. I love that atmosphere. Flatburger Society in Pittsfield, right on McKay Street, is doing such a good job these days of pushing the live music. We thank them for all that they're doing to support live music in Pittsfield and the Berkshires. So Glori Wilder will be there at 9 p.m. also.
Yes.
9 p.m. start.
8 p.m. is when the opening act actually plays, and then I'll be playing around 9. So
that makes me so happy to think that there are things happening in Pittsfield beyond 8 p.m. It's just, it's an amazing thing. So thank you for being a part of that.
Yeah,
that's May 27th at Flatburger, which is right off of McKay Street. Go there for dinner. Delicious, as you can imagine, burgers, but also burgers and beyond. There are vegetarian options at Flatburger as well. So Glori, tell us a little bit about your musical background and how you came to be a musician.
All right. there's a lot that made it all happen, but I've been around music my whole life with like quality music and musicians in my family.
Love it.
So I've just been inspired by it for years and having easy access to instruments. I started writing songs when I was 7, and since then it kind of just hasn't stopped. So it's been a lot of times of just sitting in my room writing, and instead of hanging out with people, I like to just hang out with my notebooks. So I've been doing that for years, about 13 years of writing, and then the past year I got signed to a local record label in New Marlborough, Mass. called Deep Stream Records.
Ooh.
And since then I've just been working on production and finding my sound and my image and just getting really in depth into like who I am as an artist. And I've been working with some great musicians and really developing my music.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that story. And there are so many cool things in the Berkshires, most of them being record studios, like Deep Stream Records.
Yeah.
I love that name.
It's great.
It's so fun to have all these artist studios, musical opportunities, recording studios, just the things that the Berkshires offers.
There's so many hidden gems that like you don't know until you get introduced, that like in the middle of the woods somewhere is just the coolest musical project.
I love that. It's true. It's true. And so we have to just always remember that about the Berkshires and Pittsfield and the Berkshires. Pittsfield, we say, is in the heart of the Berkshires. So without Pittsfield, there really would be no Berkshires, frankly, right?
Oh, I'm not going there.
I can go there. I work for the city and I can go there. But all these hidden gems in the Berkshires is just an amazing thing. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We are on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the city of Pittsfield. We're so happy to have Glori Wilder here, a musician and artist, recording artist. She has a studio in the Berkshires and some upcoming shows in Pittsfield that we are talking about. And we also want to thank Josh Bennett. Josh Bennett is, speaking of gems in the Berkshires, he brings people like Glori to the Berkshires and shows them like all this cool things, places to play. And then everyone says, wow, how did we find this amazing artist? And Josh Bennett is often the reason he finds these hidden gems and brings them to Pittsfield. So thank you, Josh. He's always sending musicians my way for this radio show. So we're going to listen to an excerpt. This one is called Sometimes. Do you have anything to tell us about Sometimes?
Sometimes is a song I wrote years ago, and it just kind of didn't get the attention it wanted for a while. And then the past few months, we got to bring it into the studio and work on it, and having other musicians come in and help create the sound just really brought it to life. And it's a very emotional song, and that's something I like to do with my songwriting, is be very open and honest about raw emotions. And that's what this song kind of brings out, with like relationships and knowing it's time to leave a relationship that isn't healthy.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is good background. So you ready, Bev? We're going to play a little excerpt of this.
Sometimes love is easy. Sometimes love gets hard. Sometimes I think I'm crazy, but I know from the start that I'm not. Sometimes, oh pretty baby, things change. You've been around me for a while, baby. You should know me better by now. Sometimes I get dizzy. Oh, your words make me shake. I repeat it to myself, but I should say it out loud. You're a beautiful mistake. I lay down with the bed of roses
That's beautiful.
Thank
that
you.
voice is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here.
I am too. Thanks
And
for having
I
me.
didn't listen to that before, and it just, woo, it's beautiful. Oh, Glori Wilder is in the studio, and that was one of her songs, Sometimes. And don't worry, if you heard that song and it just got to you, you can hear her live coming up in Pittsfield, May 27th at Flatburger Society, but also June 23rd at Bosque. Let's talk about Bosque and how wonderful it is. Milltown Capital took over Bosque. I'm super biased because we ski there all winter long, and we just love it to death. They are bringing a live music series to Bosque this summer for the first time since they've owned it. There has been music at Bosque years ago, but this is the first time since they've owned it, and they are going to just be so amazing. So the music at Bosque starts on June 23rd with Will Evans and Barefoot Truth, but the one and only Glori Wilder will be opening for this act Thursday, June 23rd. It starts at 7 o'clock. Bosque and Milltown have all of the information. You can buy tickets for this event at bosquemountain.com, but you can also buy a season pass because there are several shows throughout the summer. So Will Evans and Barefoot Truth, Thursday, June 23rd, with Glori Wilder opening. And you said you've kind of talked to Andy Warba about all of this.
Yeah, a little bit. We have yet to meet in person, but we've got to communicate about the show a little bit, and it's really exciting. Josh is someone who got to help put this all together, so shout out to Josh for making this happen. I actually have not been to Bosque before, so it's all kind of just a big surprise. And
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's my closest thing to a music festival that I've done yet, and I was raised going to music festivals,
Yay.
so it's kind of like a full circle moment.
Yeah,
So.
It's a beautiful space. So they redid the lodge this year, which we were thankful because as skiers last year, there was no lodge. There was just a pavilion and like a window to order food, which was fine because we were going through a pandemic. People didn't want to go into a lodge. So then they invested gazillions of dollars and built this beautiful lodge. And they're taking advantage of the lodge year round and doing live music all summer long, starting on Thursday, June 23rd at Bosque. And it will be Will Evans. So Barefoot Truth is known in Pittsfield years and years and years ago, and they broke up. The band broke up. And then Will Evans came back to open for Whiskey Treaty Roadshow recently in Dalton at the Stationery Factory. I happened to be there. And it was amazing because Will Evans, he's just this awesome musician. And so he's getting his band back together, Barefoot Truth, for this first musical event of the musical series at Bosque, June 23rd. And Glori Wilder is opening for that wonderful musical event. So I think that you got in on the good there on the opening night.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And Andy Warba, again, kudos to Andy Warba and Josh Bennett because they are the behind-the-scenes musical curators that just make things happen in Pittsfield and the Berkshire. So we're super, super thankful to them. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the Director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We're so happy to be on this beautiful radio station every week for this Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. This week we have Glori Wilder in the studio with her wonderful mother, Gina. And we're talking all about upcoming live shows. Again, woohoo, live musical shows, right? Woo! I say that over and over again because it's so magical. That show we went to recently of Whiskey Treaty Roadshow, people were just like so appreciative to be there and listening to live music in person. So Glori will be at Flatburger Society off of McKay Street on May 27th. Tell us about what your plan for that evening. Do you have a set list in mind?
Yeah, I actually just had a very extensive band rehearsal last night about the set list. So it's almost like 20 songs of mainly original music. It's going to be hour and a half of live music from me, 45 minutes of the opener, which is Anthony Bonneville and Tom Peabody, who he's not in the Berkshires, but Anthony is. And yeah, it's just going to be really great. Mainly original stuff mixed in with some like soulful hip hop kind of style cover songs. And it's going to be a mix of genres, a mix of vibes. I'm going to try and get some tearjerkers in there and then get everybody dancing by the end.
That's good.
So,
I love that mix. Again, that's May 27th at Flatburger Society on McKay Street. The concert starts at 8 o'clock with the opening act, Anthony Bonneville and Tom Peabody, and then Glori Wilder will be following them around 9 o'clock with a full set of music. Tell us about your band. How many people are in the band?
4 people. We have Michael Lesko on drums, Ian Giles on keys, Miles Lally on the bass, and John Caban on guitar. And those are a bunch of local musicians who I've been they're so amazing.
Isn't it so great to put just you have something in your head, I'm sure, as the writer of the lyrics. And do you play an instrument while you're singing?
Not while I'm singing. I do play to write my own music, but I am very grateful that all I have to focus on is the stage presence and the performance now.
Vocals.
Yeah, it's been really great. I do have a few songs where like I kick everybody off stage and I take over the keyboard, but for the most part, I don't have to do anything with my hands.
It's so awesome to be a vocalist and to have those bandmates supporting you.
And they're just like, their creativity and talent is through the roof. That like, we've been working on bringing songs of mine they've never heard before and just say, hey, play this and create something really cool out of it. And they do it within just a couple tries through. All of a sudden, like the most insane song we've ever done just comes out.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. We just saw the movie Respect. Have you seen that yet? I highly recommend it, with Aretha Franklin's story. Oh, and she did this too. She had this song. Well, Respect, first of all, wasn't even, she didn't write that song, but she brought it to the studio, and same, these musicians just boom, nailed it. And then they would try a different version and say, wow, I didn't think it could be even better than that. A different version. Wow, you got it even better. Yeah. So
the experimental phases of it are some of the most like fun, exciting parts to like be a part of and like see just where people's minds go with your music. And it's very inspiring for me to like see like what they come up with and the passion they have when they hear my songs.
Yeah,
it's inspiring as a mom to be at band practice and see what they're putting together, and it's amazing. They're so talented. And when you were talking about music in the Berkshires, I just wanted to mention the Egremont Barn because they've been such a support.
They're kind of how I was able to start my career in this local scene, because I was doing open mics there for a few years, and that progressed to getting my own show there, which is how my producer found me and signed me to the label.
There we go. We love these stories in the Berkshires. Pittsfield and the Berkshires definitely are up and coming on the music scene, and then they have stories like this one that just make your heart happy, and frankly, selfishly, those that live here make us even happier because we get,
and we get to say we were there.
We were there. We were there when Glori Wilder started her career. Yes. Yes, we are here with Glori Wilder, a musician in the Berkshires. Her studio is in New Barbaro. Deep Stream Records is the name of the studio. And Glori will be playing at Flatburger Society on May 27th, concert at May 27th, with an opening act around 8 o'clock, and then she'll go on around 9 o'clock. And June 23rd at Bosque, the kickoff to the music series at Bosque with Will Evans and Barefoot Truth. Glori will be opening for Will Evans and Barefoot Truth at Bosque on June 23rd. That kicks off at 7 p.m. All of the information for both of these we will put on our website, lovepittsfield.com, and you can go directly to the venues websites for more information on tickets. It's so amazing. And summer. I love Bosque's series. Is called the Summer Series, which also makes me like, yay, summer is coming and weather is coming and hopefully.
But you like winter.
Well, I like the Berkshires because of the seasons. So I like winter and I like summer.
Okay.
Spring, No. Just kidding. We do have another song from Glori. This one is called Habit. Can you tell us about this one?
It's a similar idea to Sometimes about relationships that end. This one is more like you end a relationship, doesn't go well, and they keep staying in your mind, and you can't let go of it, and you just need to break that habit of thinking of them. And it's another song I wrote years ago and finally got its moment to shine with the EP that I just released a few days ago. And yeah, it's really fun. It's the most energetic song on the EP.
So talk to us about the EP. You just released this. How can
Yes.
people find more information about this?
So everything is under Glori Wilder, Glori Wilder. So like Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, TikTok. I have one link on everything that takes you to any streaming platform that you listen to.
Awesome.
So if you have Facebook or Instagram, just look up my name on there. There's links to everything.
Yay, Glori
Yes.
Wilder, Wilder. Wilder. Thank you.
And there's also GloriWilder.com has everything too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this song, Habit, is the first song of the new EP that was just released.
Yep.
Yay. All right, we're going to take a listen. You ready, Bev?
Mm-hmm.
Best. I need to break this habit. Once in a while you show up in a dream of mine, telling me you're sorry, and that will be alright. Kissing on my body, saying you'll see me when I wake up. But oh, would you lie just to make me sleep alright? I haven't seen your face away in a little while. That's when you told me that you hate me. Oh, what a way to say I love you, baby. Oh, I know you hate me. I know you think I'm crazy, that I'm no longer your baby. Well, I wish that we'd gone down a different...
Woo! Your voice is so awesome.
Thank
like,
you.
it just is so powerful, and it reminds me of someone famous. Like, it just, it's just great.
Thank you.
Glori Wilder is the name of the singer you just heard. That song was called Habit. It's the first song on the new EP. Look up Glori Wilder on any social media or song streaming platforms. GLORI WILDER, and you will find all of this. But more importantly, you can see her live coming up in several different venues. One is Flatburger Society, May 27th at Flatburger Society. There will be an opening act, Anthony Bonneville and Tom Peabody, at 8 o'clock, and then Glori goes on the stage around 9 o'clock. All of the ticketing information is on Flatburger's website. And then June 23rd, the kickoff of the musical summer concert series at Bosque with Will Evans and Barefoot Truth on June 23rd at 7 o'clock. Glori is opening for that band. Glori Wilder is opening for that band on June 23rd. Again, those tickets are on Bosque Mountain's website, bosquemountain.com. All of this information is also on Love Pittsfield. It's just such a powerful song. And I love the drums, keys, bass, and guitar, but your vocals are so powerful that I think that it would be amazing also to hear you with you said sometimes you have songs with just you and your keyboard.
Yeah, we have, like me and my music partner / producer have really like made sure the set list gets to showcase everything that I do, and a lot of where like my main talent lies is like the really emotional piano ballad kind of songs. And we don't want to skip over that. Even though for some people it might be too emotional to hear, sometimes we try to mix it in between some energetic songs so it doesn't become too heartbreaking and hard to hear.
That is a good producer of anything from news to musical venues. Like, you need to mix some emotional, heart-wrenching things in and then get up and dance for the next song.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like one of like our best, most like lively covers comes right after the saddest song. So it's very contradictory, but really fun and shows like a wide range of talent and genre.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on 89.7 FM WTBR in the PCTV studios in Pittsfield. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield, and we have Glori Wilder here in the studio this week to talk about her music and upcoming live shows. One is May 27th at Flatburger Society, and then the next one is June 23rd at Bosque. Her studio is in the Berkshires, so we hope that there are more future live music venues that you will be playing at. So definitely follow Glori Wilder, GLORI WILDER. Follow her on all the social media platforms that you can to hear all of her happenings for this summer, because we hope that you will be playing in more venues than just Flatburger and Bosque.
Yeah. I have actually another show July 9th at the Egremont Barn.
Oh, there you go.
And so that's all we have booked so far, but we have a lot of other things that we've been discussing, and it's very exciting.
It's very exciting. So exciting. And we at the Office of Cultural Development are thankful that we've kicked off Third Thursday for the season, and the next one will be June 16th at the Common. The new location is the Common in Pittsfield, and we're so thankful for the City of Pittsfield and all of the vendors and attendees for welcoming us with open arms in May, and we're looking forward to June, July, and August for the rest of the season. Summer is almost here. I do not sing, thankfully, but I do love listening to music. Glori Wilder is the amazing singer-songwriter in the Berkshires, and she has 2 shows coming up in Pittsfield, May 27th at Flatburger and June 23rd at Bosque. Thank you so much. We are going to play some music on the way out of this, if I can get back to it. Yes, I can. We are going to play the rest of Habit on the way out of this show. Thank you, Glori. And thank you, Gina. Gina's Glori's mom.
Thank you so much.
Without her mom, she wouldn't be here, frankly.
That's true.
Thank you, Mom. The real star.
All right. Have a good week, everyone. This is the rest of the song Habit by Glori Wilder.
Replay in my mind all the time to analyze the reasons why